Hi, this is Camilla Blossom, and I've been taking some time off being more public. I'm a very introverted, private person, and I noticed that as I share like my pleasure, my joy, and these things that that I love so much, the earth and the trees and plants and fairies and all of nature, that there's times when I just really need to like be in my shell, be in my cozy bed, be in kind of offline, right? I think many of you may feel that as well, especially for those of us who are empaths, sensitives. Um, there can be a feeling of overwhelm with so much stimulation we're faced with at these times. So it's really important to take those times off. So I want to start by just giving you permission to take a day, a week, a month, take whatever you need off your usual sharing and offerings. And at the same time, there is a teaching for me and for many others who are more hidden but have really important messages to share, that we do need to continue to be the voices of nature, the voices of earth, and to put ourselves in positions that may feel uncomfortable at times. And what I notice right now is this passage, and I've shared this in other videos, where this passage that's going on is not just a transformation. It's not, one of those dark night of the souls necessarily for me, or that I've gone through many times. But this really feels like what I call a metamorphosis. And I've heard other people talk about it that way too, where we're really like caterpillars learning how to become butterflies. And so this metamorphosis is very deep and very wide and very expansive, and also very uncomfortable. So what I'm noticing, and maybe this can help you, some of the kind of symptoms or experiences that you might be having through this spiritual awakening time, this passage. And what I realize, people talk about ascension, enlightenment, and I do too. But really, to me, what I'm talking about is, and I've talked about this before, that we're really descending more than ascending. Or if we are ascending, we're bringing our bodies with us, and not body as attachment to our bodies and how we look and the physicality of it, but that inner experience of our bodies as alive, as energy, as frequency, as consciousness. And so there's a really amazing dance happening that is asking us, or it's asking me, I'll speak for myself, to embody my spiritual energy fully and completely in presence. And what I notice is that as I'm going through shifts in some of the things I offer, a little more focus on the trees and the plants, and sort of the next chapter of things, kind of explore a lot of different nature things, but moving into something new that's going to be really deep, because what we're moving into right now is what is deep for us. It is what is true. It is what is our beauty. It is who we are. That as we go through that, we're going through these experiences of anxiety or terror even, or oh my gosh, and really facing our light, facing our most beautiful aspects, facing our passions, our love, our feeling loved, feeling whole, complete. And there's been such, especially amongst the healing community, the light workers, sensitive empaths, we've worked so hard for so long, many of us on our healing path, that to be arriving in this place where there's so much light moving in, it's freeing up all this old energy, so that we can really begin anew. But it can be terrifying. And especially for our, when we identify with the matrix, with our ego, with wanting to be in control of things, wanting things to go a certain way. I was just in the forest and in the pouring rain with my friend, and we were visiting the Pacific yew, and the cedar, which were right next to each other. And there was such a beautiful teaching from these trees in this energetic way. And their spirits came through, and I could just feel them shifting me and opening me and helping recognize that that I am that consciousness, I am that light, I am that expansion. And also, they are reminding us, especially the yew, a branch from the cedar had come down and hit the yew, and the yew had bent over and is now growing in a different direction. And the yew, like, they were all fine with what goes on like that. I know if we're hit by someone or something happens, like, whoa, this really screwed things up in my life or really made this hard healing process. And of course, we have compassion for that. But then this tree was really showing, and it kept talking about reshaping, like, let yourself be reshaped, reformed, move in a different direction than you're not expecting. Like, let go and surrender to that. And so I've been really sitting with that for the last few days, that medicine of being reshaped, and how that looks. And then we played this little game, my friend and I, where we would push on the other person, go, okay, I'm the tree, and push on, this is where I landed, or this is where I landed, like, what happens to your body? And it was like the body sort of spiraled into looking at things in a different direction, or looking at things over here you never would see before. So there's this beautiful dance of perception, of changing perception, and how we deal with change. And I think that's a really huge one for all of us, is how do we deal with change? How can we move through change, bear change, be in the uncomfortable experience of change, allow the change to move through your body, allow the energy to shift your body. I've worked with clients, and sometimes they're like, oh, I'm really uncomfortable feeling things in my body. And so I think what we're being asked is to feel what's going on in your inner body and really experience it, and let it flow, and let it move, and let it shape, and let it reshape you, because it's happening. And if we resist it, if we fear it, it's just going to make it harder. And I know we will, and I will, and I am, and I do. And just noticing that, being aware, being in the consciousness of watching your experiences, your thoughts in it, is what will help it all flow as well. So that was my what just kind of came through right now. I just felt like I wanted to sit down and share something, and so invite you, to really take this time to work with change, be with nature, the earth, the trees, the plants, in a way that can help you through this. And if there is more support that you're needing, more guidance, check out my Patreon. I now have a tree keeper circle, which I'm really excited. I just started. And we're having the first event for solstice. That is a solstice tree journey and light transmission. And that's on the 20th of June, 2024. And or check out what I have to offer at camillablossom.com. And again, please like, subscribe, share, and I hope you have a beautiful day. And if you have some experiences you want to share as well of what you're kind of moving through, please leave comments. Tell me where you're connecting from, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.